This is how you hold space for your partner's vulnerability in relationship. When your partner's being vulnerable, they're sharing a part of themselves that feels pain, feels hurt. This usually relates to childhood. It relates to something that happened that brings up a core wound for them. Could be rejection, could be abandonment, could be worthiness. So our role as a partner is to hold space for them, to hold the space, to create an environment that is safe enough to allow their dysregulation to show. Now what complicates this is when people bring up their wounds, it triggers the other person. So they're not listening. It becomes this conflict, this battle between the two of them. There becomes this fight to be understood. Well, I need this and this is how I feel. And the person doesn't hear, they go to, but I feel this and I feel. They're fighting between one another to be heard. To create safety for your partner, you have to hear them, you have to see them, you have to make them feel understood. That means allowing your partner to be, and not allowing the parts of yourself that feels uncomfortable in the moment to dictate what they need or what they're expressing. This just recreates the situation where trauma was established. So for example, it could be, if you stop yelling, then I'll give you attention. This is what happened with their parents. Their parents didn't allow the anger. When you calm down, then I can talk to you. All you're doing is recreating the cycle, the trauma for them that they experienced when they were younger. And the way that your partner will react to that is by how they learn to defend themselves. It could be shutting down, it could be fighting. And when the fight and flight goes off, either they're going to be argumentative, combative, defensive, or they're going to shut down, withdraw, detach. Allow that not to happen. We have to have the capacity to hold the space for their dysregulation and just allow it, realizing that what they're saying is not about me. Detaching from your discomfort and allowing their trauma to be, and not shaping the trauma to meet the trauma where it's at for what it is, rather than whipping the trauma up into shape so that I can be with it. The trauma needs to do this so I can be with it. The way to hold space is by holding their dysregulation and holding it with love and compassion. That is what makes someone feel seen, heard, understood, not by saying, oh, I understand, by being curious. So I hear you feel angry because I did this, or I hear you feel angry because this is what happened, and mirroring what they said to you. When we use blanket statements like, I understand, or I see you, it doesn't truly make someone feel heard. When we mirror them, that's what makes them feel heard, because we hear what they're saying, we're saying what they've said, they feel heard. And sometimes people don't even need that, they just need a space where their dysregulation is allowed, because it's never been allowed. So by creating safety and holding space for your partner, this is only going to increase connection and vulnerability between the two of you.